Today in Bible, students can review their lessons from Monday and yesterday. Test will be on tomorrow. Today in writing, students can create 5 sentences of their own. 3 of them can have commas in a series in them, and the other 2, they can be free sentences. They are not doing the workbook page on today. Today in reading, students will read pages 101 to 106. Reading test will be on tomorrow. Today in math, students can complete worksheet 3 that I have attached in the email on this morning. Today in language, students can continue reviewing prepositions, focusing on the definition. They can also write down sentences from list 4, so that should be a total of 5 sentences since there are 5 words in list 4. Test will be on tomorrow. Today for spelling, students can review their words. Their test will be on tomorrow. Today in phonics and language, students have an oral test on today. I have a picture of what the test should look like, how you should set it up. On part 3, those words you will have to write down because students will have to circle the special sounds in those words. So you can pause the video to set up the paper for the test. Okay, I will begin on part 1. So I will say a phrase and students just have to write the phrase. And also spelling is counted, so if they misspell anything, they do lose points for it. So number 1, green slippers. Green slippers. Number 2, 3 fawns. 3 fawns. Again, number 1 is green slippers. Number 2 is 3 fawns. Okay, moving on to part 2. So this is a dictation. I will say the sentence. Students have to write the sentence correctly. Again, spelling and punctuation matters. So just make sure that they are spelling the words correctly and they are ending the sentence correctly. Sentence says, Dad will fix the dripping faucet. Again, Dad will fix the dripping faucet. Okay, for part 3, students just have to circle the special sounds that are in the words, and that's what their points will come from on that part. So moving on to part 4. And so we've learned suffix FUL that says full and LESS that says less. So I will say a phrase and students have to write what word would be made with that suffix. So I have full of wonder for number 1. If it's full of wonder, what word would that be? Number 2, if it's without fear, what word would it make? Remember, the suffixes are FUL and LESS, so full and less. So number 2 was without fear. Number 3, full of cheer. Full of cheer. What word would that make? And number 4, without power. Without power. What word would that make? After students complete their test, they can complete workbook pages 275 to 278 on today. Today for social studies and science, students can review their pages that we learned on this week. Their test will be on tomorrow.